Hi, this is Greg Sprunk with Superior Cleaning Equipment and Wash Rack Design, and we're out here at a local Caterpillar dealer in Phoenix, Arizona that has had a system here for about 10-11 years that we put in, water maze Landa system. And so this is what we're standing on here is kind of the original older wash rack design and that I did for them. And we just got done replacing and updating all the equipment, so I'm going to kind of walk you through what we have and what we're doing here. This is their large wash rack. Right here is a 25 gallon per minute 500 psi water blaster. This little unit right here is pretty slick. This has got an adjustable handle right here that controls the spray, the flow. It's kind of a plant both feet and lean forward kind of a deal, and it's used to take the solids off the vehicles, off the tracks, the buckets, things like that, instead of standing over there with the pressure washer. Over here, we have just a regular standard hose reel, with the Landa wireless remote. Obviously, we did replace the remote, but that's 6 gallon a minute at 3,000 psi. Hot water, that's to clean, engines, greasy areas, things of that nature. What happens is the water and the dirt, from washing, goes in through this opening down here and flows into this clean out pit. You can see kind of how the dirt gathers up there. I like to use clean out pits. I think they're very effective in heavy equipment wash operations. You do have standing water, but the great thing about it is that you've got a lot of time that will settle. You can see back there at the end we've got an elbowed pipe, so that means we'll trap some oils and we'll trap some debris, for example, plastic bags or things like that won't get into that final sump behind it. From that final sump over there, we're pulling with a pump into the system. So in here, what we're doing with a lot of our systems now is we're going into an indexing paper filter. Some other companies make those. Water Maze makes a very big one, very large, wide. As you can see, this is 20 micron paper. So we're coming out of that back sump over there, and we're running up right into this indexing paper filter. Before that, however, we put in a compact coag system, a coagulation system. It's like a mini system, and what it does is, down here it runs off a flocculant and a coagulant. So what it does is when the water comes out of that bit, it runs it through these tubes, which mix the coagulant and the flocculant together and drop out solids and emulsified oils and things like that right onto this indexing paper filter. And then that indexing paper filter indexes, obviously, as per the name, by a float control. What's kind of cool about our filter is that instead of just having a slow speed or a manual speed, only when that float kicks up does the paper index. So only when this paper binds up in here, when the water comes through, does that index forward. So that saves a lot of paper. It's very cost effective. And so with the compact coag on the front, and then the indexing paper filter here, then the water that's coming into our CLB system here, which is our bio system. I've seen this before in some of our other videos. I really like this system. It's an integrated system. We put on an automatic pH control onto this system. It's got, your sump pump, your in-feed pump, transfer pump, ozone pump, so that water back there in that finished water tank is ozonated. You're aerating, you're injecting microbes. This is a cone bottom tank in here. And then you're also pH balancing it 24/7. So really love this system. A lot of air that gets in here. Inject the microbes nightly, and then I use 2 other 500 gallon cone bottom tanks. I like to kind of overkill stuff a little bit for separation, and so those also are on auto purge. So all 3 of these tanks, the CLB and the 2 500 gallon tanks, automatically purge every night, which makes it a lot less maintenance for the customer. So the only filter, or the only real consumable, is that filter paper. Filter paper lasts normally about 6 months for a roll, and then we've got bugs that go in here nightly. And we also have a little aluminum sulfate to bring the pH down to 7. A neutral pH of 7 allows the oils and waters and solids to separate very effectively, and it's a very, very low maintenance, low consumable, very, very effective system. A lot of companies will use 200 gallon tanks or 300 gallon tanks, so they'll use a stainless steel configuration that's all in one. I like overkill. Takes a little bit more of a footprint, but I like the 500-gallon tanks. I got 5, 10, I got 2,100, got 2,400 gallons of water that's being treated effectively before it has to go back to that pressure washer. And that 6 gallon a minute Land of ENG right there is one of our favorite machines. It's a natural gas machine. You can tell from the front of this panel, it's very, very well laid out. We've got a remote system on here. You can get this in a wireless remote or a regular remote. This one happens to have wireless. You can see it's got the little antenna here. It's got your pressure gauge. It's got your adjustable thermostat, steam, hour meter. Everything's enclosed in the cabinet. Belt drive pump. 7-year pump warranty and 5 years on the coil. And of course, you know, as a local Landa dealer, you know, we give great support and backup to this product. So that kind of completes this system. Thanks for watching the video. As always, we get a lot of great feedback on them, and thanks to Empire Machinery for the purchase. And look forward to seeing you next time.